Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
And Fox 4 obtained new details about the shooting at a Forest Hill car wash that killed a father and his 5-year-old daughter. Both suspects are in custody for capital murder after that shooting 1 week ago today. Fox 4's Dion Anglin is live with what those court documents reveal. Dion?
Other Hannah, disturbing details from court documents today, yet still no clear motive has been laid out.
Adonis Robinson, arrested in Polk County on Thursday, is now in the Tarrant County Jail. On Friday, 21-year-old Jacoby Russell was also booked into the jail. Both men are facing capital murder charges. Further information indicates Fort Worth police located the white Kia Rio at an apartment complex, and surveillance video obtained shows two men dressed identical to the suspects arriving a few minutes after the fatal shooting. They park the car, get out, and toss objects into a grassy field before going into an apartment.
Wow. Hey guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. New evidence comes out, man. I guess the guy left his identification card inside of the Kia, but I believe that Robinson's girlfriend had already begun to help the understand what had happened and who this was, even though they didn't have him in custody. That's how they knew that the one guy, they had identified the one guy. So, and probably the other one as well, like I say, phones and everything else, whatever they may have had on them, definitely is going to detect who they are and where they're at. OG PIRU, you there?
Oh, yes, sir.
Man, look like some, the evidence is, like I said, we seen everything with the guns and everything else that was going on. Now, they got out the car and they threw them in the field is what threw me. Like they threw them in a field is what, so evidently they had already got those weapons or knew where those weapons was early on.
Yeah, I guess so. They said they found them in the field.
They said they were throwing, they didn't say it was the object, but they were throwing objects in the field. What else would they be throwing but that,
It's probably some weed. Weed is against the law in Texas.
Yeah, but they wasn't, but there wasn't nobody there. They just threw it and then went on their merry way. You really don't know what, because these guys, you got to realize when the officers now are talking about it in retrospect, they're talking about video footage they've already looked at. They're talking about all type of stuff that they'd already seen. And now they're just putting it in the documentation when they're writing up what had happened, right?
Oh, yeah. Everything is 100% surveillance. Everything you do is surveilled. They say in America, the average citizen is surveilled 30 times a day. That means a white man is being surveilled 30 times a day. So if a white man is surveilled 30 times a day, how many times you think a Negro is surveilled? Every place you go, every move you make, every stop sign you go to, there's a camera. You got Ring cameras on people's houses that surveil when you go by in a certain area. So it's nothing that you can do today, especially in the ghetto, that Big Brother ain't watching you.
Wow. And something else that they said, and I didn't play it on this part, but it said that one of them, I think it was the Jacoby guy, not the Robinson, but one of those guys got a bond set for $1.3 million, and the other guy didn't have a bond at all.
But he ain't got one at all either. Where in the hell he gonna get one? That's a no bond. What black man? If he could afford $1 million bond, he wouldn't have did the shooting, would he?
No, exactly. So they did have one that they put on bond, and I guess I don't know what determines that, except for maybe an attorney or I don't know, the judge, maybe a different judge. I don't know.
That's just making fun of him, just saying that, okay, we did give you a bond. So you can't say that we discriminated against you. That's just like white America telling you have jurors of your peers and you got 11 white jurors and one Negro that think he white. That ain't a jury of my peers, but just as long as the face is there, right? So, okay, he'll give the other one a bond too. If they give him $1,000 bond, they probably can't bail out on it.
Wow. IDs was left in the car. One of the IDs of the guy was left in the car. Was this just a sloppy job, the way that they done it, and you know, it was just all the way. It was nothing strategically done by these guys.
They're young. They're not college intellects. These is young morons. They probably don't have over a fourth grade education. But every time you do something wrong, there's always an element that you're going to do something and leave something. You know what I'm saying? And it's always like that. A woman come over your house and she leave her panties at your house, or leave a bobby pin. There's always evidence to a murder all the time.
Wow. And then they also identify with the weapons that were being used. They say one was an assault rifle, and then they talk about the other being a couple of pistols. So how early, OG, do you think they knew this stuff? Because you had video footage out there very early.
Well, you know, they bring it out and bring it to the way they want to bring it. And, you know, and when they get through doing all the talking, it's going to be a game. So, but, you know, and what's so how can I say it? What's so sad about this, it's not just the activity that's going on now. It's how little old Kermit the Frog, we don't like to bring him up, but Charlie, he's trying to bite off of this and get a reaction. And he's talking about F the baby. What y'all doing with him in Texas, man? Man,
like I said, I really don't speak on him too much. To be honest with you, a lot of that stuff it gotta be. It's senseless. So I mean, all I know is to go from where we were to, you know, basically going to the juvenile centers and trying to help the kids to saying F the babies is something totally off. Hey man, I don't even know how to describe that, and I feel so I feel bad for the young lady that lost her daughter.
That's so quick. It was a brother from y'all hood that just was on his head this morning about that, bro. You know, we can't let that go down. One of our black children dying, and you're trying to get clout off of it, and all of this. Man, you're not welcome to Fort Worth or wherever this is. They're talking about you're supposed to be doing outreach for children, and you doing some outlandish stuff like, man, it's just a shame how we put ourselves in jeopardy and do these Al Joseph's moves for white America. Like, you would never have a Jewish person or a Chinese, even a Mexican would jump on the media and say that about a tragedy that happened to somebody in their race.
No, man, I'm totally against that. Like I said, that's unheard of, and it's quite a really disturbing. But the thing I say, OG, man, is people like, you know, yourself and others who go out and deal with these younger folks, or go out and deal with these people who've been through these hard times and really trying to give them an out, man. Kudos to y'all. You know, what do y'all call the messengers? The credible messengers. That we gotta have somebody like that, somebody that at least can try to say something and try to help the kids. You know, even if you did hurt them early on, now you have a change of heart. You can try to help. You don't have to stay the same. So, but at this age, OG, I'm definitely not. I mean, I feel bad for anybody who lose a child. A 5-year-old child, man, I can't speak nothing but, hey, man, I apologize and I'm sorry for what you're going through, to the family and the grandmother and all the people who, you know, that's a big loss, man. And that child doesn't deserve that.
Yes, but so you got to realize, and how life has it, the same thing you putting out. We have children too.
Yeah.
So the same, it's a lot of time. A lot of these big dope dealers, the karma come back on their sisters or their brothers as crackheads.
Wow. That's
and they have to look at the same poison you put out, you brought it right to your family. So
wow.
There's no getting away from it. So when you say F the baby, don't think that somewhere down the generation it's going to be one of your babies.
Wow. Oh, OG, man, I didn't know you was gonna bring that up, but I agree with you totally that this ain't the time for that.
No, man. I mean, that's unacceptable, bro.
Yeah. Man, thank you guys. Make sure you guys get in the comments. Let us know, man. Of course, OG calls out Charleston White for sure, and discredit him for what he done. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people be saying something about that in the comments. Get in the comments and let us know about that. And also, just get in the comments and let us know about this guy and dropping his ID. This new evidence showing that he left his ID in the car. Was this job here? Let me know what you think about it. Like I said, I don't have much to say about it. It's crazy, man. This is Boss Talk 101 reviews. What a bosses talk.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.